Well, Sian, an incredibly good victory there against Tier 4 opponents. But before we talk about that, had a few games now in pre-season. How do you feel it's gone so far?
I think things are really taking shape. I think the players have taken on board what our expectations are in terms of hard work and that togetherness, and that's really fantastic. Obviously, we've tried some different people in different positions, so we're experimenting a little bit at the moment, but things are starting to take shape. And yeah, we're really pleased with how it's going so far.
Obviously, today's game was a 2-1 victory. We played Cambridge United, who are at a similar level. That finished 3-1, but I feel there was maybe a few more individual mistakes that happened in that game. For this one, can we read anything into it? It's a solid Tier 4 side and a good win.
Yeah, Dulwich are a good team, but I think we played some good football. I think the players maybe had a bit more belief in themselves as well, because when you're playing against tier teams to start with, it can be a bit daunting. But I think they realised that actually they can compete at this level. I thought we played some good football actually. There are a lot of individuals that now they're getting to know each other, because we've had quite a few new people on board, and also the competitiveness that comes with that, because now there's two people for each position, so everyone's stepping up, and it's starting to take good shape. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the individuals. One individual we have to point out being Sarah Wiltshire, new to the club, but 5 goals in her last 2 games. But equally, how do you think the rest of the players have got on as well? Because you mentioned they're taking on your
Mm.
instruction. Are they coming along the way you expected them to?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, Sarah, obviously, we knew she'd come in with a pedigree. She played for me when she was younger. She's played at a very high level, so her understanding of the game is fantastic. And the 5 goals, she's fully deserved those. But other players have stepped up. Obviously, we've had new players coming in like Rosie, who's a real workhorse and has qualities added, a quality in midfield. Harley, youngster, coming in, holding midfield, done fantastically well. But we've also had young players like Ava stepping up, Ava Delaney stepping up and actually showing that, yeah, she's thrown her hat in the ring and said, put me in, and some other youngsters. Obviously, we've got some players still coming back. They've had injury problems, so we're working them back in gently. So, like I say, it's still a work in progress. You know, there's no final decisions made in terms of our group to start in 2 weeks' time. But we certainly, I'm very pleased with where we are at the moment.
We've got one more pre-season game to come. London Bees coming up before we kick off the season. What are you looking for in that match? Because obviously London Bees were a very well-established team
Yeah.
higher up. What are you looking for from that game?
Again, another big challenge for us. So that will, really challenge us. In particular, I think in terms of our communication, that's one thing that we've been trying to work on. If you want to play at a higher level, you need to communicate a little bit better, and that's starting to happen. I think as players are getting to know each other, that helps as well. It'll be a big challenge because obviously bees are, as you said, very well established. They're a higher tier team as well, so it's playing at a faster pace, and it's playing against players that will challenge us as individuals, and also I would imagine as a whole group they'll be very well organised. So it should be good preparation for the start of our season.
Absolutely, should be a good game to watch. Thank you for your time, Sean.